far as black women viewing me, probably have to ask my wife, but
I think black women, some black women may view me as a gigolo, just because by the way I talk on the radio and some of the things I may say. But then you got the black women that really, that really look beyond that. They see the things that I do in the community. They see me with my kids. They see me, with my daughter, with my sons, and they see me as a husband. So I think it's a twofold situation.
Like, they don't really see me for who I am on the inside. They see me and they expect me to be hardcore and aggressive and beat people up and be a protector and to provide shelter and a provider, but they don't see that I have layers. I mean, I'm as human as they are. So when they have attitudes or they have, tempers or situations or problems and they deal with them in their own emotional way, I have emotions as well. I'm not just a rock or a mold of clay. Like, I have my own thoughts and my own process.
That I'm a man of integrity, that if I tell them something, it's true to the best of my knowledge. They got to know that I'm a guy that loves black women. I was raised by a single mother, a grandmother. In my community, I had 3 sets of females on one side of me, a set of twin females on the other side of me, a female across the street. So my closest friends through the years have been black women. I think I've learned most of the stuff I know in life from black women, and I want nothing but the best for them.
I think black women view me as an a-hole.
I've learned a long time ago that, I said this earlier, that I think women are more powerful than men. So I don't take the stance of I want to sleep with all the women. And I don't want a bunch of women around me to sleep with them all. I want a bunch of women around me because they're powerful. And I respect their power. And I see the things that we can attain together.
Often I think a lot of black women, they're not used to a black man being like very nice to them. Whether you hold the door for them and more so just, complimenting, hey, I like your shoes or I like that shirt. Often I get criticized about me being overly nice, I guess, if that's such a thing. A lot of black women think I tend to hit on them or flirt with them or think I'm always trying to holler, trying to holler at them. And that's never the case. I'm just a nice guy. And somewhere down the line, we always bump heads because it circles back around that, hey, this guy tried to talk to me, when that's never the case. My mom always told me to hold doors for women. It's just, chivalry, I feel, and just common courtesy.
But on the flip side of the coin, I do give my all in a relationship.
I think the black woman views me probably as the quote-unquote ladies' man or whatnot. That also possibly a stand-up guy.
I think that there's too much of, black women that are raising children by themselves. So I would hope to be viewed as that black man who won't allow for that to happen in his own home, who would preach to black men and women that we need to take better control of our family structure and decide that as a unit, we're going to raise our kids.
Black women view me as the lady grabber. Everybody wants to be around me. Even my mom wants to be around me.
All right, black women, I'm the light-skinned dude who look like Prince. You know what I'm saying? That's how they look at me. I don't know, to be honest with you. Even though I work with and interact with women on a daily basis, I don't ask them, what do you think about me? I would say that they know that I love my wife, I love my family, because I talk about them so much on a day-to-day. And sometimes as a black male, or as a male in general, you have to do that to make sure that, no lines are being crossed. And so I do talk about, what I have going on at home, in conversation, of course. So I would say that they probably view me as a good husband, as a good father figure, just as a good and decent person in general.
I think black women view me as a very sweet person, very grounded. Don't think it's all about him. He's easy to talk to. Very funny. A lot of black women view me as being a very funny, very comical person, and just, he likes to have fun.
I think black women view me, some black women view me as a whore. I'm not gonna lie, they view me as that because I'm a bit of a flirt. I like to have fun with females. I mean, what can I say? I'm very attracted to the human species, to the female human species. But I think a lot of them will say I work too much, because every time you talk to me, I'm always working or going to work or getting off work.
I mean, I know a lot of them see me as a good friend because I don't try to come on to every woman I see. I'm married now, but when I wasn't married, I didn't try to come on to every woman I see. I always listen. You know, I'm a good listener, and I give advice. You know, I try to give the best advice, and not just from a male chauvinistic standpoint, but I just try to give a well-rounded advice, just to be giving advice for the women or to better their situation.